Jeffrey in Breckenridge, Colorado. I bet it is beautiful out there. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and it's just meh here. But today's a special day. It is my anniversary, my 10-year wedding anniversary, so got that going for me. Not only that, your second frame came in. We've got, how cute is this? What frame could be in there? There's actually only a couple. Originally, it's the folding Wayfarer. Now they make a folding Clubmaster, but we have the 4105 and the 601S, which is the matte black, and then the 601, the shiny black, came in, so I'll be able to ship both pair today. And of course, this is pair number 3 that I'm working on. This will be pair number 4 that you have gotten from me, so I do thank you. Except, you guys get to see everything from start to finish on this one, so let me open it up. Of course, your little Ray-Ban cleaning cloth and junk mail, because you just don't get enough in your regular mailbox as it stands now. So, out come the matte black. Put the case right there. And if I'm lucky, which I'm not, I got to do sound effects. This is the folding Wayfarer. Do your sound effects from the 70s martial arts movies that were so cool. But getting the lenses out is never easy. Getting the original ones back in, way harder. But getting them out, never easy. Let's see how lucky I will be. Yeah, see, I didn't think so. So, now I'm going to use some heat. My $200 hair dryer. That's all this thing is. Air comes in one end, blows out the other hot. Yeah, you guys know what a hair dryer is. It just has this little thing in here so I can concentrate the heat. Let me turn this upside down. Gotta be patient. Gotta use a lot of heat to get these original folding Wayfarer lenses out. Normally I do this ahead of time so I don't bore you guys, but I'm killing time till I get out, take my wife out to dinner. I got us a reservation at the table that we sat at for our very first date. Gotta keep it fun and interesting to them. Hey, that one came out easy. Let's see if we can do the other side now. Urgh. No, never. One's always easier than the other. Well, at least I got started that way. Let's concentrate all the heat on one side. And I'm going to apply the force to the bridge area because there's a metal reinforcement there. But I want all that plastic nice and pliable and soft to get these lenses out. Let's see if it'll do it. Use all the strength. You guys are going to get to hear my favorite cuss word here in a minute if these lenses don't come out. I'm going to say the F word. Do you know which of the F word is? It is frickin' fracker retcha fretcha. Come on out of there. You know you want to. There we go. There we go. We can cut this thing off now. I want to go ahead and clean any residual adhesive that Ray-Ban puts in there that holds the sunglass lenses in. It's a little white residue if you can see that. Clean all that out because clear lenses are going to go in there. When it's sunglass lenses, you wouldn't see that white adhesive. With clear lenses, you would. So I now barcode every job that I cut. Every pair of glasses, excuse me, we use the term job. So you are Secret Agent 464. From the future, should you ever need new lenses for this frame, different power reading glasses, I can cut you just lenses for your frame and mail them to you, and you can pop them in as you'll see how I do it myself. But this is installment 464 of my 250 million part series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. So make sure everyone stays in tune and watches every episode of the 250 million volume series so you don't miss anything. Oh, see, I'm already missing something. Scan this into the computer and hit trace. Little stylus is going to pop up and it's going to go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left side. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic Ray-Ban frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. That's a mouthful, isn't it? How cool is that it says Ray-Ban on the hinge where it folds? That's pretty cool. So, And Jeffrey did just that. These are the free lenses. There were no upgrades to transitions or anti-glare because these are purely just reading glasses, and he felt he didn't need them. That is the shape that we'll be cutting, only in green. So I'm going to move it on to the next screen and it'll be magnified. Your pupillary distance is 62. So the computer starts at 32.5. I'm going to tap the minus button a few times till we get to 31. Normally I would raise the optical center height up if these were distance lenses, but because these are reading, you spend so much time with a downward gaze that I'm going to keep the optical center dead center in the frame. That blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. That's where I'm going to keep everything at. So you only need plus 1 1/4 lenses, which technically makes you about early to mid 40s if I was to guess correctly. Although these might be for a computer, and that would put you in the mid to late 40s. If you want to, in the comment section, Jeffrey, tell me how old you are. You don't have to, but see if I know my stuff. Did I guess right at the county fair to win a prize? So I'm going to put the power drum. Let me put everything back to 0. Move out of the way there. I'm trying to work here. Put it on plus 1 1/4. Put your lens in. Now I just have to find the geometric center of the lens. There is no the spherical component. There is no astigmatism in your lenses. These purely magnify. And let's mark this one R. How come all pirate movies are rated R? Okay, I know, that's bad. That's bad. Let's do the same thing for the non-right lens. Find the center. Put a dot on there. It's doing 2 really well and not the third one, but that's okay. We don't need it. I'm going to put an L on here, which means not right, just like me. And for those of you at home, if you missed anything, let me recap. Oh, you know it was coming. I do also want to go ahead and clean off the other side dots because I won't be needing them. And that way I don't have to use any chemicals close to the edge of your frame later on. Let's see, that's the right lens. So we only need 1 dot in the center since these are reading glasses. 1 dot, 1 dot. And, oh, I need a block. I need 2 blocks. Or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. This is what's going to hold it in place in the lathe. So I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got a couple here. Let me pull them off. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to line this up onto the first one. Do the same thing now for the not the first one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Now on the back is a silver button that is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice today. The first time it's going to attach itself to something magnetical there in the arm here. Hello arm, nice to meet you. Here, there's my handshake. Yeah, I know. Hey, you still like all my bad jokes. Stay tuned. Hit that button. The arm's going to come down and place the block onto the right lens. We'll put that there. Take the left lens, the unright lens, the lens that ain't right, just like me. Same pupillary distance for the left side. We're going to put that one at 31. Hit the button, the arm comes down and places the block onto the left lens. So this is the Edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out and buy their own and put it on your kitchen counter. Then you can cut your own reading glasses at home and you won't need this guy anymore with the bad jokes to do it for you. I know my voice is funny today. I'm going through puberty, that and allergies. Oh, North Carolina. So the actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel on the far left. It's going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper to grind away the lens material. This wheel in the center, that channel, that little valley, that's what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So let's go ahead and take the right lens, press that on there, wake up the computer. Now these are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I would select that, but we're sticking with polycarbonate because it's my material of choice. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lenses because they're not going to be seen in this frame anyway. And I'm only going to put a light safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. I'm going to hit the arrow, the green arrow, which is starred in every language. The door closes. The clamp makes a god-awful noise. And then it's going to be traced by the 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see it's just going around tracing the shape of the lens. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel for the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you will have none in this frame. But it's just a routine procedure that it does. So if you see light flickering in the background, that is water there to catch the optical sawdust. As I mentioned, polycarbonate lenses cut dry, plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning the water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now, water will spray onto this lens for the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle just to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form on the edge of the lens now. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which are 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses that have both 100% UVA and UVB protection. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in Breckenridge, Colorado. Your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that you have to reapply every few hours when you're in direct exposure. So, the other nice thing about your lenses, they are aspheric. Aspheric simply means not spherical. A spherical lens, if I get it out, is round in every direction. The front curvature of it gives you an ugly cosmetic fishbowl appearance, which nobody likes. So your lenses are going to be flatter. It gives you a wider field of view and takes away that ugly cosmetic fishbowl appearance. You also have a premium scratch coating on there. What else does it say? It's water white, first quality and tintable, and we got a guy with a balloon. I guess because the lenses are so light. Did I mention that your lenses are 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic? And that they're unbreakable, and they're ballistics grade, which is the same material that our soldiers wear overseas. So if water is spraying onto the lens, that tells you that it's almost done. Out comes a lever. At the end of that lever is a spinning wheel that's going to put the safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. And in just a moment, we'll see if it fits, which I highly doubt. Every Wayfarer frame, I have to take it down like 1,000,000 steps in order for it to fit. But I might be lucky. The next thing I'm going to do is open the door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. I just got to stare at it for a couple hours, but then I can melt it. The only thing I can't do is come up with a funnier joke. So if anyone has a funnier joke out there, write it down on a $100 bill and mail it to me, and I will read it on the air and give you credit for the joke. You don't even have to write your name down. I'll recognize your handwriting and give you credit. So let's see. The suspense is killing me. Tuck it in at the outside corner. Yeah, not even close. So I'm going to bump up a couple steps. Usually I do everything in 10th increments, 0.10, 0.10, a tenth of a millimeter. I'm going to do 0.20 this time. Let's do 0.25. Press that on there. That's a quarter of a millimeter. I'm going to take off the circumference of the lens until it fits all the way into the frame. I do not want to force the lens into the frame. It would cause it to stretch or roll and give you an ugly cosmetic look, as well as shorten the life of the frame. Plus, years from now, when you need new lenses for this frame, and I can send them right to your home, you can pop these lenses out. A novice can pop the lenses out and insert the next ones. So that reminds me, I need to take a bath. Spring's almost here. Spring cleaning. So Jeffrey lives in a great ski community. I wonder what spring is going to do to that. All the tourists will leave, and he'll get to enjoy his hometown a little bit more peacefully. Unless he makes his industry on the ski slopes, then I'm sure he wishes winter would last a little bit longer. I wish winter would last a little bit longer so that these allergies wouldn't bother me. I can't complain. This is the first year that I seem to have gotten allergies. It's just part of the aging process, which I love being a part of. Everyone complains about getting older, but I got friends 6 feet under wishing they were getting older now, so I'm going to do it for them. I always want to be getting older. If you're alive to complain, then you're doing all right. So, let's see. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner using my thumbs. It still does not want to go in. So, let's do another 0.25. And we're at minus 50, a half millimeter. Hit retouch. Now, I apologize. This is taking a little bit longer than normal, but I shouldn't apologize for being a perfectionist. I cut every pair of lenses that gets shipped worldwide. So you want a perfectionist like me cutting your lenses. And this is twofold. Not only am I putting the correct size in there, but it tells me in the future with this frame what size lens to put in there. Water is spraying. That means the bevel wheel will come out, which I don't really need on this cycle, so I will interrupt the cycle. Cycle interrupted. There's something you don't see in my videos. I shall override the computer. Let me open it up. Just because the safety bevel has already been put on there. Clean off any swarf, any optical sawdust. Tuck it into the outside corner. Push down. Oh, you still want to fight me, dog. Oh, there it goes. It went in easily. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the left. Flip that over to L. Put that in there. Hit start. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by the two white styluses, making sure that the lens is large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the lens. And like before, measuring the thickness of the lens at all points on the circumference to know exactly where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness. With this prescription and this frame, you will have none of it. I'll have none of it, I'm telling you, Jeffrey. Take the block off, dry this off with my hand-approved drying towel. Cough into my sleeve, pull that off, place the sticker there to grow my monster, my artwork. We're going to come back down here to the lensometer, put it in above that red dot, and we're getting plus 125. That is because the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R, starting at 0 and goes up in quarter increments from there, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, 1 1/4. You need 5 steps of magnification to see clearly. Same for the left eye, because these essentially are just high quality over-the-counter reading glasses. So again, anyone out there, you don't have to compromise with the cheap stuff. If you have vision insurance or flex dollars, my receipt will have my federal ID tax number and you can get reimbursed. Or if you just want high quality reading glasses, so when you're in a coffee shop or do anything else at the computer, you can look way cool, which Jeffrey already does anyway. He doesn't need my help on that. But this is just going to give him that extra. Put the PD back on there, the optical center. So the lens just a second ago was flat all the way around. Now it's getting the bevel, the V-shaped bevel applied to the lens. The right lens always takes the longest. Once we get the size right, I flip it over and cut the left. And then we're going to cut pair number 4 for you, the 4th pair you have gotten. With 6 you get egg rolls. So this one he wanted to wear all the time. We're going to do the line style bifocal, no power at the top and just the 125 reading in the bottom. I can do any power you want. I can do the invisible bifocal, I can do the line style, I can do tinted reading glasses, I can do polarized reading, computer, distance, line style bifocal, trifocals, progressive, anything you want. If it can be done in a lens, I can do it for you. And I can do it faster and cheaper than anyone else. I just can't come up with funnier jokes. These are real high quality lenses. If not, could I do this? This is a specially approved drying cloth for high quality lenses. So I'm going to tap that dry. See if the left lens fits, if it's going to cooperate with me. Tuck it in at the outside corner there. Push down the nose. Now Jeffrey, let me take this block off. I'll keep it on there. When it's time for new lenses, you're going to turn the frame downward like this. Put your hand right there at the middle. It's a little bit harder since these fold, but you can put your finger there. Grip the lens, thumb, index finger so it doesn't fall out, and then put your other thumb on top and push back on the frame, push down with your thumbs, and the lens will pop out. And then when you get your new ones in the mail, I'm glad I did that because there's a little bit of swarf I needed to clean off. When you get the new ones in the mail, you turn the frame back around. You always work on the outside first. For doing the right lens, you would hold it this way with the left over here. We're going to rotate it around to do the left lens. I have elbows touching my sides, arms bent at a right angle to apply equal amounts of force. The reason why I push down at the nose, that is the thickest portion of the frame. I do not want to push down in these other areas. And then just press down with both thumbs and it snaps right in. I took this down 0.50. Let me write that down. Minus 0.50. Minus 0.50. So in the future, should you ever need lenses for this frame, Secret Agent 464. I will do the same thing for a Secret Agent 465 when I cut this pair. And I'll know exactly how to make your lenses, so in the future you won't have to buy a frame from me. But you know, hey, if you want to, again, this does come in other colors. It comes in a tortoise. I almost want to get this thing with the blue front and the same color black, matte black temples, because I'm a sucker for anything blue. But we're going to come over here, read the power, which piece of cake, plus 125. That doesn't change. Your pupillary distance is 62. I'm going to flip the card around, put the PD stick against my thumb, and when we hold up to your left lens, we're getting 62 millimeters. So this is the portion that in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mention that there's free shipping anywhere in the US. And last time I checked, Breckenridge, Colorado is still part of the US. So when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side, hang on, make sure I'm seeing all this, one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm part of that 80%. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So just stop by your local place and tell them if it's too loose or too tight, and it only takes, you know, a little bit of time to heat these up using this tool or glass beads to make it more pliable or loosen it. Or they can adjust the temple here at the hinge to make it sit better. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them down on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I'm part of that 80%. When I take mine off, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. Now, here's a good comparison. This is the 4105 Folding Wayfarer. It is a copy of, I shouldn't say copy, it is a new rendition, new technology of the 2140 original Wayfarer. So, which originally came out in 1952. My frame came out in 1992. This is the new Wayfarer, model number 2132. So the one thing about the original Wayfarer, it has a lot of tilt where it comes in towards the cheek and away from the eyebrows. They corrected that with this one. This sits more parallel, which is what they did to correct it in mine as well. So 4105 Folding Wayfarer size 50, 2132 new Wayfarer size 52. Now this has a wider bridge, this has a narrower bridge. That's it. They both have that little shark fin temple, as I call it. Let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. Flip these over, press down, there is no wobble. I close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. Now, I'm sending you out a Denver Broncos orange cleaning cloth. If you don't like it, don't worry, you're getting another color with this pair. I also send out a selfie request to have your picture on the website. Jeffrey, please take me into consideration. I also send out instructions not only how to care for your frame and lenses, but for the cleaning cloth that I will provide, and your Ray-Ban cleaning cloth, and instructions on how to clean your case. So these two will last you for years. So if you like what you've seen, please subscribe to my channel, freeprescriptionlenses.com on YouTube, or you can follow me the same name at Instagram and Facebook, or as freerxlenses.com with Twitter. If anyone has any questions, you can email me through the website or freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Every once in a while, the contact me button on the website acts funny. So just add @gmail.com to that name. Don't put the dot in there. Just freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. And if anyone has any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below. And Jeffrey, if you want to leave a comment with your age, if I guessed it right, let me know. If I'm way off, and then don't bother leaving a comment. I gotta look professional. So, I hope you enjoyed watching. Jeffrey from Breckenridge, Colorado. Hope you enjoyed watching as I cut plus 125 reading lenses, free lenses for your Ray-Ban 4105, color 601S. S means matte black in the 50 eye size. The regular S is the shiny black. This is your second pair that you got. That way he can tell them apart. Shiny black, this is the classic matte black. This one does not show fingerprints. That is the nice thing about it. This one does show fingerprints. So, but each to his own. And that's it. So if anyone has any questions, you know how to contact me, and hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.